Donald Trump's mental health continues to deteriorate right in front of our very eyes. And of course, we do actually have more and more media outlets in the United States finally picking up on that and reporting about it. So that's a positive. But things are getting bad with his mental health, with potentially his neurological health, and of course, with his just overall health. I mean, even that health report we got from the White House back in April that said, wow, this guy's super healthy. Now, here's all the medications he has to take every day to stay alive. Right? Kind of contradictory once you provided the medication list. Cholesterol medications, blood thinners, all kinds of stuff to basically make sure he doesn't stroke out or have a heart attack on any given day. Not exactly the picture of health. But the physical health pales in comparison to the mental health, to the point where conservative strategist Rick Wilson, who of course has been a never-Trumper, he's a co-founder of the Lincoln Project, but he actually said something during an interview this week with the Latin Times that I think is worth repeating. Here's what Rick Wilson said. He is incoherent. His inability to articulate any thought or position without constant asides, constant lapses. This is not the Trump of 2015, nor is he the Trump of 2020. He's not even the Trump of 2024. Wilson pointed to verbal lapses and behavioral patterns that he says mirror early signs of dementia, which is correct. I've pointed those out as well. While acknowledging he's not a medical professional, he alleged many neurological experts see troubling similarities. He doesn't allege that. That is actually a truth. Now, whether or not the medical experts are accurate or not, that is something that they can't confirm unless they actually run the medical tests. But as people who see it every single day and have for decades, because that's their training, they're telling us we recognize what we see. So I don't like that they use the word he alleges this, because mental health professionals are saying that. But then Wilson continued, and he goes into his physical health. He's a guy who's subsisted off of McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chicken and well-done steaks for a very long time. He is not a healthy guy. Whether he makes it through 4 years is an open question. Given the pace of the decline that we've seen, I think he'll be pretty much checked out by the middle of his second term. And I agree with him. Now, here's the problem, though, and Rick Wilson, kind of hints at this as well. Rick Wilson is not saying that Trump is not going to serve the full 4 years. What he's saying is that he won't be able to serve the full 4 years, but he will. And again, he's right about the fact that the rapid deterioration that we are seeing, the acceleration of these symptoms, it's going to leave Donald Trump as a man whose brain is, as I frequently say, mashed potatoes. But unfortunately, he's packed his cabinet so full of sycophants that none of them are going to invoke the 25th Amendment to get him out. So instead, we're going to be left with these, shadow cabinet people actually running the government like they accused of happening during the Biden years, except it'll be real this time. And Trump will be sitting there twiddling his thumbs, playing games on his phone, not remembering who he is or what he's doing, because they won't get him out of office. So we will have a mashed potato brain president, for 1, 2, hell, maybe even 3 years, maybe 3.5 at this rate. But he'll still be there. Unless, of course, nature catches up with him, because listen, you can only consume McDonald's or fast food, super fatty fried foods and lots of red meat on a daily basis for so long before those medications, the rosuvastatin that he's taken, the daily baby aspirin regimen, eventually even those drugs are going to be like, we can't handle this anymore, boss. You got to do a little work too. The arteries are clogging. Blood's getting a little thicker. Kind of hard to keep the heart pumping when you keep pumping us full of KFC and Big Macs. So it is what it is. But the mental health, of course, is far worse than the physical health. And here's one of the reasons why. Stress can accelerate and exacerbate any mental deterioration, any mental illnesses, neurological diseases, all of those. Stress is going to make them so much worse. And by virtue of the fact that he is president of the United States, even though he doesn't take the job seriously, it comes with added stress. The fact that his policies are tanking is adding to his stress. The fact that world leaders are ignoring him and mocking him is adding to his stress. The fact that people are now calling him Taco Trump is causing him stress. And we see the stress in those late night Truth Social posting sprees. He's not mentally well, and the more we see those, the worse he gets. And I'm not saying he gets worse in the posts, I'm saying the thing that sparks him to do the posts further deteriorates his mental condition. So, I agree with Rick Wilson. Trump is probably not going to be there all 4 years, but unfortunately, he'll still be there all 4 years, because this cabinet absolutely will not remove him. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.